Bandsaws are for cutting curves and table saws are for ripping straight lines, right? There are plenty of times when a bandsaw is actually a better tool for rip cuts than a table saw. For example, sometimes rough or poorly dried lumber can bind and cause a dangerous kickback at the table saw. But a bandsaw's blade is moving straight downward, so even if there is a pinch, it's not going to throw the wood back at you. A bandsaw can also handle cuts that aren't parallel to an edge. This allows me to cut my project parts from the best parts of the board, avoiding flaws or aligning the grain however I like. With a bandsaw, I can cut along an angled line freehand, then joint it for a clean reference edge to run against the fence for the rest of the rips. Rough ripping is one thing, but you can also get table saw quality rips with a bandsaw if you follow a few simple suggestions. First, use a sharp, wide blade to reduce drift. A 1/2-inch blade is ideal for ripping on the bandsaw. Fewer teeth clear the sawdust better, but they also leave more marks. A 4 teeth per inch blade is fast and efficient, but a 6 teeth per inch general purpose blade might create a smoother edge if you don't overfeed it. Set the saw up properly with the blades centered on the wheels, properly tensioned, and with the guides close to the blade. Lower the guides near the workpiece and ensure that your table is square. And use a rip fence to improve accuracy. If your blade drifts away from the fence, you sometimes can adjust it to match the cutting angle. While cutting, feed the wood consistently. Don't rush, let the blade do the work. Uneven feed rates can cause more blade marks. If you're ripping multiple thin strips, joint each edge between cuts, or you could cut your strips slightly wider than you need them and then run them through a planer to get uniform width. Lastly, always keep your fingers safe. Use a push stick if necessary. My bandsaw will never replace my table saw completely, but for certain cuts, it's invaluable. Follow these tips and you'll get safe, high-quality rips on a bandsaw in no time.